Before moving on to the next session, I'd like to thank all our participants and the finalists of ICA Food Prize, Kruchika, Sonakshi, and Vinayak. Congratulations. And before we move ahead and announce the winner, I'd request Ms. Tanushri Bhaumik to please come on stage and tell us something about the process, how these three gems were found. Ma'am, please.
Thank you so much. It was deliberate that we pumped you with some caffeine and cocoa because you need to be wide awake for this. As we say, this is the highlight and the cornerstone of ICA weekend, and it will always be the ICA Food Writing Prize. I would like to share with you why we started it, and a lot of people who were part of the thought process are today in this hall, and I'm thankful to each one of them, and then let me name them. Right in front of me is Ishita. There's Ruth, Charmaine. All of us at some point or the other have spoken about how India needs a platform for long-form writing and needs to encourage more of researched food writing, which might not be strictly academic, but gives writers to dwell in a space which is researched but also reaches out more to the mass. And how that helps? That helps because that bridge is very important for knowledge to percolate down to consumers, because it has the ability to shape opinions in consumers. In food, that is extremely important also to counter all the misinformation that we today find on food floating around in the 30-second bites that we are consuming without thinking twice. And that, for us, is very important. A lot of the panels that you saw in the last 2 days actually come from our ethos behind the Writing Prize. And that is why probably for us, and not probably, I think for all of us, especially for Om, Sankalp and I, the three most important people in this hall are three of you, Kurchika, Sonakshi and Vinayak. Thank you so much. I will take you through the process a little bit because we want to be transparent about it, and it is very important for us. How we go about it is we send out a call for proposals. Based on the entries, all the entries are then sent to the first round of jury. Shefali introduced the first, the jury who comprises of the first round. I'll take their names again and thank them for their contributions and their time for this year. Charmaine O'Brien, Ruth D'Souza Prabhu, two of them are here. The ones who couldn't join us today are Avantika Bhuya, you met her yesterday, and Priyadarshini Chatterjee, who's not here, but all of you are aware is one of the finest food writers that India has today. Can we have a round of applause for them, please? Once the judges go through the proposals, and it is a blind judging process. They don't know the proposals that they are judging, and they do not have a view to each other's judging process or comments. But there is a system set into place based on which the marking is done. If only there is a conflict, where we see in marking, the judges then kind of get into a meeting and then come to an agreement. Otherwise, it is a blind judging process where they don't know who they are judging or they are not influenced by each other's judgment. The second jury has no view in that process. I can say about myself that Anshuman Chaudhary, who's not here today, but who has been instrumental behind controlling this process, and this year Om, made it sure that I lost all my access to the files related to the ICA Food Writing Prize in the ICA drive. And that's how we go about it. So I have no view because I don't get into it till that point of time. Once the selection of the proposals is done, which is also very quality based, and I'll tell you how that is, because we kind of have a criteria of a minimum mark that the writers need to get. Last year we selected 10. This year we decided to go only with 6. Those 6 were then commissioned for 5,000 words paper each. Those papers, when they reach us, that goes to the final round of jurying, which is Dr. Krishnendu Ray, Dr. Colin Taylor Sen and I. Again, it is a blind jurying for us. We do not have access to the names. We don't know who the papers are from, and we do not have access to each other's process of judgment. Again, like the same for round 1, if only there is a conflict, we then confer with each other and resolve it. If not, the papers are then exchanged again, the comments are then exchanged, and then we get into the meeting again, taking into consideration each other's comments. This is how the ICA food writing prize jurying process is. We wanted to make it clear. We wanted to be transparent for years to come. This year, I think both the first and the second round of jurying did not need to confer. We were pretty consistent in our comments, and we got the quality of papers that we got were very, very high. And thanks to all of you, to all the 6 finalists who are here and the 3 of you who are here presenting today. The reason why I say that ICA Weekend revolves around the ICA Food Writing Prize is also because we want to give you a platform where you not just write and submit a paper. You come and spend 2 days with us engaging with people in the food ecosystem and in the knowledge ecosystem. You learn from them, and I'm sure they learn from you. And I think that dialogue is extremely important in ICA. I will stop right here and not stand between the prize and you anymore, and I will end the suspense, and I'll hand it over to Shefali to do that. Thank you.
So before I announce the winners, I'd like to invite all the founders of ICA family, Ms. Ruth Prabhu, D'Souza Prabhu, Mr. Om Rautre, Mr. Sankalp Vishnu, Ms. Shameen O'Brien. Please come on stage, Ms. Tanushree Bhaumik. For the runner-up, we have Mr. Vinayak Mehta. Round of applause, everyone. Congratulations, Vinayak. Congratulations, Vinayak. Now, for the winner. So, it is very obvious. It's a woman. So, Kruchika, please come. Many congratulations to you, Kruchika. Sonakshi, please join us.
Small announcements for our winners. One, I really want you to know that the margin between the 3 of you was so minute that we almost thought we'll get back to the drawing board. But we also realized there was no point because, the margin was very minute, but the marking was pretty consistent amongst. So, I think this is just a formality of, where it's landed. Second, for the winner and the runner-up, you have been told that there is a cash prize along with it. I want to assure you that ICA is not running away with it. Do provide us your bank account details, and it will be an account transfer made to you. And this year, last year we had just a winner, and this year we have announced earlier that we have 2 prizes that we are giving out. Hopefully, we'll be able to bring up that number next year.